this deal was a surprise. What do you think drove it?
Well, it looks like Elon Musk blinked in this giant game of chicken, right? If you think that over the last few months, this legal drama was all about him trying to get the price down, the price to buy Twitter down, his leverage would have been dragging this out for months and months more as Twitter is trying to deal with the deteriorating business, the deteriorating ad market. But the judge in Delaware was sending signals that she wanted this trial to go quickly. She didn't want to allow that to happen. And that was taking away some of his leverage. Legal experts were saying that Elon faced a pretty high bar in that courtroom, and that Twitter had the upper hand when it came to the law. So, at the end of the day, it appears Elon was, becoming reckoning with the reality before him.
So if that's the case, I mean, even in the early stages, when we learned that this was going to be adjudicated in Delaware Chancery Court, and that the potential was there for there to be this kind of at least move to have Twitter acquired by Musk for that specific performance clause in that deal. If you take a look at this whole picture, the lawyers definitely got a lot more billable hours, but this was maybe a foreseen outcome. Why even go through that in the first place? Was it just about the price, or was there something bigger at play? Why throw out all of that laundry, the dirty perhaps, about the bots, the spam, the user metrics, how they could have been perhaps overstated? All of that stuff was just a ploy to get the price down? Is that what we're thinking right now?
Well, Elon Musk, in a lot of ways, is one of the greatest gamblers around, and rolling the dice that Twitter would cave is a pretty big bet. It could have saved him potentially billions of dollars rather than the $44 billion that he is now on the hook to pay. The other thing, it would have given him a leaf to get out of the deal after perhaps realizing that he was paying way too much for something that valuation had dropped dramatically since he started getting involved in buying up Twitter shares.
Okay, all right. So now let's make an assumption, and I will just say that we're being hypothetical about it. Let's say this deal goes through, right? He buys the company. What's next? What can we expect Twitter to look like? Is it different at all in any way, shape, or form after Elon Musk takes this company over?
Well, any company that Elon runs tends to become much like him in his personality, right? When he took over Tesla, it changed dramatically. He has said in the last few months kind of some of his visions. It's unclear exactly if he's got a solid vision or more of an idea where he wants to go, but it seems that he wants to have Twitter be part of a super app. That long-held belief in Silicon Valley that there could be one app to rule them all, that it could be a communication tool, a commerce tool, an entertainment tool, something like WeChat in China. Yet that has been something that the likes of Facebook have struggled to do here in the U.S. market because of the power of Apple over its ecosystem, the power of Android over its ecosystem. So that will be the huge challenge ahead for Elon, taking over Twitter and recasting it is a platform that can be ginormous to cover this huge purchase that he's making.